everyone! So today we are doing a Halloween decor shopping guide for 2021. If this is your first time here, welcome to the spooky family. You are here just in time for the spooky season and all of the Halloween content. All right, so if you have been around here though, then you know that right now it is killing me. I'm really wanting to be posting our annual Halloween in June video where we go out for the first Halloween decor hunt of the season. I'm so ready, and I am seeing out there that the decorations are starting to trickle out. And I'm so jealous because you know I've been out there stalking these stores. There's nothing but, they still have 4th of July decorations. There is somewhere else here that I'm gonna mention here in a minute, but it mainly has a bunch of gnomes. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I'm gonna give it another week because I would really like to include some themes so I can give you guys a better idea as to what's gonna be out there this year. So I figured since things are just slowly trickling out, we don't have any fully stocked stores yet, this might be the perfect time to do a whole Halloween decor shopping guide where I'm basically gonna walk you through June all the way into Halloween clearance. I'm gonna talk about each month, which stores start putting stuff out in my experience and my predictions. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. We're doing a whole Halloween decor shopping guide extravaganza. Before I get into this though, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video. And the sponsor for today's video is really the only thing getting me through right now. Summer is just, oof. This is the one thing that's really feeding my soul, and that is Shudder. If you haven't heard of Shudder before, Shudder is a horror and thriller streaming service. It's just what we need right now. Shudder has anything from horror classics to supernatural to thrillers. They also have documentaries, docu-series. They have television series on there. They also have their very own Shudder exclusives, which has become one of my favorite parts about Shudder because they have content you cannot find anywhere else. A couple of Shudder exclusives I highly recommend. Summer of '84 is really just a perfect one to watch right now because it is summertime. The Mortuary Collection, the Creepshow series, also Psycho Gorman, really good. We really enjoyed it. It's not super scary. It's more of kind of like a comedy, but it is really good. But the one thing I always have to mention about Shudder, and the one thing that just, it does feed my Halloween cravings all year round, they have a ghoul log, which it's kind of like a Yule log, but instead of a crackling fireplace, it's a jack-o'-lantern with a little flame inside and some spooky soundscape noises. And they have a couple of different ones. They have the original ghoul log, they have the return of the ghoul log, and they even have a trick-or-treat themed, a Sam-a-lantern, I think is what it's called, if you like the movie Trick or Treat, which I do. I love the movie. They never disappoint. They're constantly coming out with new things. I have been so happy with Shudder. So Shudder is $5.99 a month or $56.99 a year. But you can try Shudder right now free for 30 days if you go to shudder.com and enter promo code JADE. That's J-A-D-E. And then once you go to the website and enter the code, you can then stream unlimited spooky content on Shudder from your iOS and Android devices, also Xbox One, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Google Chromecast. So once again, you can get Shudder free for 30 days if you go to shudder.com and enter promo code JADE, that's J-A-D-E. You can get started streaming the best horror, thriller, and supernatural content. Shudder's expertly curated collection includes must-see titles like Color Out of Space, Host, the Mortuary Collection, all of the best horror documentaries, and hit Creepshow TV series. From executive producer Greg Nicotero of The Walking Dead. Definitely check out Shudder if you're looking for something to kind of hold you over as we're slowly entering into spooky season. All right, so Halloween shopping guide 2021, let's do it. I'm gonna grab a beverage or a snack or anything because we'll probably be here for a minute, which is exciting. We're gonna talk about all the different places, which by the way, I'm gonna mention really quick. We have an official Halloween Facebook group where it's basically Halloween Town every day over on this Facebook group. We'll have it linked in the description box for you. Also, feel free down in the comments if there are any stores that I don't mention because I know things can vary regionally. Some of you may not have the stores I mentioned, but you may have different stores that we don't have here. I'm in the Midwest region of the United States, pretty much smack dab, literally smack dab in the middle. So if there's anywhere you know of or anywhere you're seeing Halloween decorations that I did not mention in this video, or places you like to go to and when they usually start putting stuff out, you can leave those down in the comments. Anyways, let's get into this. I'm gonna start with June because we are currently in Halloween in June, and the first place we normally go to, and one of the first places that starts putting Halloween decor out, is At Home. I did some digging. I basically went through all of my old Halloween decor hunting videos, all of my old photos and videos in my phone. What else? Old hashtags. I really basically stalked Halloween because I was like, okay, I feel like this is super late. And I know people on the Facebook group are posting photos from their at-home stores and they're stocking the shelves, and mine still looks like 4th of July. So here's what I found. I found that in 2018, I spotted Halloween, or I documented it in my phone, June 19th, 2018, and then I had one from 2019 that was June 25th, 2019. So, and then last year, I believe it was around the same time. So it was somewhere between June 19th and June 25th last year as well. But as I mentioned, people are posting that At Home is getting stuff in. But the person that posted it on the Facebook group was from Virginia. So I wonder if it's happening where the East Coast is putting it out right now. So June 13th through the 19th. And then my guesstimate, At Home will start putting out their Halloween decorations in the Midwest. The week of the 20th through the 26th, I think, is when the Midwest is going to start seeing it. Then the West Coast, I'm going to say beginning of July is when you're going to start seeing, maybe very, very tail end of June. So that's my prediction with At Home. Moving on to Old Time Pottery. So Old Time Pottery is another one that actually beat At Home to the punch. They started putting stuff out here, I want to say like a week and a half ago at least. It's not a fully stocked Halloween section. They are just starting to put stuff out. Yeah, they have a lot of gnomes. Spoiler alert. So a lot of Halloween gnomes. If you're looking for Halloween gnomes, run, do not walk. They have a bunch there. Lots of gnomes, and then some sparkly looking house things, and then some bottle brush trees, and then some pottery looking stuff. Nothing that really stands out to me at this point, but definitely worth checking out if you're looking for Halloween. Old Time Pottery has it now in the Midwest if you're looking for it. But yeah, so Old Time Pottery is already starting to put stuff out. That's the other store that's in store. So also for June, I've been seeing out there that Joann's is starting to put out their Halloween fabric. So if you're looking for Halloween fabric, Joann's is starting to put their stuff out. But I'll come back to Joann's because they don't usually put their Halloween stuff out yet, like their full-on collection. Their actual decorations, I feel like, take a lot longer. They just arrive and then they're sold out. I feel like with Joann's, but that's just my experience there. I'll come back to Joann's though. Also, really a quick mention, because I know the comments section is going to be like, oh, these places have stuff if I don't mention it. All right, if you're looking for fall floral, it's not Halloween, which is why I don't talk a lot about it. But if you are looking for fall decor, Hobby Lobby is stocking their fall section already. And Walmart has some fall candles. I've also heard somebody, I think I heard somebody say that Michael's was starting to get in their fall candles. Last I heard, Hobby Lobby does not do Halloween anymore. That is what I was told. If you watched Halloween decor hunting, I want to say it was 2019. When I went and they basically told me to keep it in spirit Halloween. It's all right. I'm not offended. It's a compliment. They said that that was the last year for Halloween. I think it was 2019. It may have been 2018. But regardless, they said that was the last year for Halloween. Unless they brought it back because they knew that they were missing out on the spooky coin. Last I heard, they don't have it. So anyways, okay, moving on though. So to wrap up June, I'm gonna mention a couple of websites. Obviously places like Etsy, things like that, Amazon, those types of places are gonna have Halloween all year round. Also, Oriental Trading, that's another one. I'll link these websites down in the description box. But Oriental Trading, or Oriental Trading Company, I can't remember what it's called, but they have Halloween all year round. But their new stuff, I've noticed, doesn't normally start coming out until July, August, usual Halloween time, but they do have stuff all year round as well. So if you're looking for Halloween decorations right now, Oriental Trading does have some stuff. Also, Christmas Traditions. This is a website I talked about last year because it has one of my favorite artists on there, Joanna Parker. Joanna Parker's mugs are just on another level. They are this vintage, spooky. I'll show some right here. But Christmas Traditions does have Halloween all year round. Very unique stuff. Most of it is handmade by artists. So if you're looking for something like that, want something really unique, Christmas Traditions is the place to go. I know it's called Christmas Traditions, but they have Halloween stuff. Also, Grandin Road, which is a big one. Grandin Road has their Halloween Haven that's up all year round. I normally don't start seeing their new stuff though until July. Mainly if you're looking for new Halloween decorations for 2021. Right now you're looking at home in some areas. Some areas don't have it out yet. And Old Time Pottery, which has their stuff out right now. So those are the two places if you're looking for June 2021 brand new Halloween decorations. So let's move on to July. So for July, there's a lot of stuff happening. We got early July. So early July, once again at home, you see like a fully stocked Halloween start happening at home in July. So I would say that at home is at its prime, or I don't know if we want to call it like its witching hour or its optimal Halloweenage, whatever we want to call it, in July. But definitely in July, get what you want. If you're used to going to at home in August or September, you're like, why is this so picked over? It's still early. Definitely try to get there in July because a lot of people who are shopping for Halloween know to get there early and to get what they want. I also have here Target online. So Target releases their collections online in July, way before they even get anything in stores. So I have July 13th last year, we were seeing the Halloween collection showing up. Like you can get your, I think they do all their pre-orders and all that kind of stuff in July. So, but you have to search. Here's the secret. Because either they sent you an email, I think, like if you're signed up, I don't know how that works. I didn't get an email. You guys just told me about it. I feel so lucky to have you guys here. And now we have that Halloween group. So if you really are looking to get first dibs on Halloween decor, definitely join the group. Because people are always really good about being like, hey, I saw this or whatever. There was an email or whatever. Okay. So anyways, the secret with Target, I had to go up to the search bar and type in Hide and Eek Boutique, which is their whole Halloween thing. And then it would pop up, like all the different themes popped up. But if you just tried to search for Halloween, all this other random stuff came up. And like in order to see the different themes, you had to type in Hide and Eek Boutique, or if you had the email or whatever. So at the very least, I would say mid-July for Target, for them to announce all their new themes for the year and get their pre-orders out. Also, Bath and Body Works last year put their stuff out in July. They had a couple of different shipments that came in. So they had one that was on July 15th. It was July 15th through July 20th. And did we see them again? Yep, we saw them again early August. So we'll get there here in a bit. So Bath and Body Works, July 15th through July 20th, around that range, so mid-July once again, we saw Halloween at Bath and Body Works. We saw round one. So round one was that gothic looking candelabra and just a couple of, it was like a smaller end cap kind of thing. Also, Big Lots had their first round of stuff that came in. I have July 20th last year, but here's the trickery once again with Big Lots. They had, kind of like Bath and Body Works, they did a kind of like a first round of things that they got in, and then they got some really cool things that I totally missed out on because I was like, oh, I've already seen Big Lots. They had these really cool vintage looking lamps and all this stuff. I missed out on that whole second round, had no idea. So definitely with these places, check in July, like mid to end of July, and then check back in August. I would say probably after the back to school stuff is gone. Check back mid-August to end of August, and I guarantee you that's when you'll see other shipments. That happens at some places, so you gotta keep your eyes peeled. You gotta keep hunting for the stuff. That's the fun part about the hunt. Also for July, Michaels, the Wreath stuff came out last year. They had that pink and black theme last year, if you remember. That stuff came out last year, mid-July. It was July 13th when we went out Halloween decor hunting. July 13th, 2020. Is when they got the wreath stuff in, and they'd already had their fall stuff out. If you're looking for fall wreaths and stuff like that, all that's already out. Okay, but I have here, in 2019, Michaels started putting out all of their Halloween decor at the end of July. I had posted the video August 1st, so it was somewhere in that last week of July, Michaels started putting out their Halloween stuff, like not just the wreath stuff, or fall stuff, like their actual Halloween stuff. Last year though, I remember it being later than usual. It was like around, once back to school got cleared out, Halloween came in, it was mid-August here, which I'll get to that here in a second. I'll be able to tell you the exact time, but keep your eye out either way at Michaels, because I don't know if last year was just a weird year and that they normally put stuff out end of July. We'll see what kind of happens this year. Also, home goods, I have here, I believe I looked up hashtags to find this on Instagram. July 25th-ish last year, so of 2020, is when we started seeing home goods start rolling out the goods. Also, home goods in 2019, it says end of July 2019. So I would say it's gonna be that last week, probably, of July. But I'm gonna stock it earlier because that's who I am. I'm a creep. Also, I have here Spirit Halloween. So here's the thing about Spirit Halloween. So Spirit Halloween sent out a little PR package. I posted it over on Instagram. They sent something in this PR package that said, get ready, July 15th, get ready for this whole thing, the graveyard shift. And they didn't tell us what it was. No one really knows what it is. So I have a theory with Spirit Halloween in July. Looked back on past Spirit Halloween posts on Instagram and so I noticed on Instagram, they started announcing their new animatronics around mid-July. So I want to say that it's possible, and this is a prediction, it's possible that July 15th is when they will release their new animatronics for the season and all the videos for their animatronics. It's also possible maybe that it's an entire theme, so they have a whole movie around them. And I don't think it's when the stores are opening, and it could be because they could be opening earlier this year, because last year there was that whole question mark up in the air. People didn't know if they were gonna open last year, if you remember all that. So maybe they opened, so I feel like they did open a little bit later last year, but my brother had sent me a text message. This is me seriously getting into this. August 5th, which we're getting into August anyway, so this kind of carries over into it. On August 5th, talking about, oh, hey, they announced the store locations. So they hadn't even opened yet by August 5th. So I think mid-July, the big announcement for Spirit Halloween, I think they're gonna put their new animatronics out there, and I also think they're gonna launch their themes online. So if you're looking to, like if you wanna see their themes or order some things online, some Halloween decorations, or Halloween costumes, I wanna say that's the big July 15th date, but I don't know. So for July, I mentioned Grandin Road again, just keeping my eye on Grandin Road every single month. Mid-July, around July 13th, is when some new things had already been out on Grandin Road, or maybe it was just coming in, but there were some new things on there by July 13th last year. All right, so a quick overview of July because I feel like that was a lot. All right, so places to shop in July, we have At Home, Bath and Body Works. We should be expecting their first round here coming up. Big Lots, Michaels, Halloween wreath stuff should be coming out. Home Goods, Halloween dishware, mugs. Spirit Halloween online, possibly. Target online, and Grandin Road. All right, so places to stock in July. Basically everything we just mentioned. Definitely Bath and Body Works. Also Home Goods, which is basically the Halloween stalker hub. Also we'll be stocking Michaels, now that I know in 2019 they came out with stuff in July, so we're gonna be stocking there. Spirit Halloween, because we gotta know what's going on July 15th. Dollar Tree, just in case, because we don't want to miss anything. And also I'm going to add Menards in here. Moving on to August, and August is a big month for Halloween decorations. Pretty much every place starts coming out with Halloween decorations. Some places wait until September. I think it depends on where you live and when your area starts school. So for here where I live, kids start school around August. My brother's birthday is August 15th. So we always started school right around there. So usually by mid to end of August, we see almost all the stores have Halloween. So anywhere that had school supplies, they clearance them out and then they start getting Halloween in. Spirit Halloween, already mentioned August 5th is when they had announced it. I said Spirit Halloween for August. That is their, what do we call it, like witching hour? Optimal Halloweenage, is that what we called it? Is August. To Bath and Body Works, round 2. I have here was early August, end of July is when they had that second round of things that came in. They had that really cool kind of crystal ball looking pedestal that came in. They also had all the plugins that came in and those little pocket back holders. All of those came in the very, very tail end of July and into early August. All right, so moving on to World Market. Let's talk about World Market. I missed out on World Market last year and I was so bummed because there was this cauldron. It was like a wine holder cauldron thing that was so cool. I really hope they have it this year. So World Market online, I have August here, but it wasn't in stores until September. And I do remember, because I looked on hashtags. Really, World Market was one of the last places to get Halloween in. A lot of people were like, finally, but it was, you know, early September. And then I looked at the year previously, same thing. It was early September. Also, Home Goods, August 13th through the 15th, so mid-August. So around the time school starts and all the back to school stuff is gone and clearance. It's mainly like the college back to school stuff. If you know, you know, where they have all the office chairs and the organizers and all that kind of stuff. When that starts getting cleared out or pushed to the back, actually already have some Halloween out, but the big, you know, Halloween extravaganza, the witching hour, or Halloweenage or whatever, is mid-August. Michael's, they were really late last year. I started seeing, I mentioned in 2019 that I saw them starting to put out their real Halloween stuff, all their Halloween themes at the end of July. But last year at Michael's, I did not even see the first theme, that kind of romantic pastel goth theme. I didn't even see that until August 13th. And that was just that line. They hadn't put out all the rest of the lines yet. That was just August 13th. August 20th, they added more. And it wasn't until August 26th that they had their optimal Halloweenage or witching hour. I'm undecided what we're calling it. I feel like that's really late. But I looked back at past years and it looks like in 2016, so for 2016 it was August 16th. And for 2015, it was August 10th. So I feel like that kind of plays into my whole prediction. I feel like with Michael's and Joann's and a lot of these places, especially craft stores and anywhere that sells a lot of school supplies, they typically don't put out Halloween until after they clearance all the school supplies out. So I would say mid-August for Joann's, like their main Halloween stuff. You're gonna see fabric out here now or coming up. But for their main Halloween stuff, I'm going to say mid-August. Same with Michael's. I'm going to say mid-August. So also for Joann's, I had everything came out at Joann's August 20th. So after back to school, all that kind of stuff. Also Target here. I know Target doesn't put their, usually don't get their Halloween stuff out, like their big main event Halloween stuff out until September 1st, usually every year. But last year on August 19th, the Dollar Spot had stuff. So August 19th, 2020 is when they started getting stuff in the Dollar Spot. And then August 26th is when they had the full Dollar Spot. Like it was all completely filled up with Halloween stuff, August 26th, which is about right because then the rest of it comes around end of August. Early September is when they start getting their full Halloween stuff. I also have Home Depot. We didn't go until later last year and Home Depot had already started putting stuff out. But I would say probably end of August for those types of places. For Home Depot and Lowe's, those are probably going to be the best times to shop there. So their witching hour, I would say, is end of August. I feel like once you start getting into September, like I said, after kids start going back to school, I feel like a lot of those places start getting picked over. So definitely hit those places before. All right, so for Dollar Tree, which I haven't mentioned Dollar Tree yet because I feel like Dollar Tree kind of psychs us out every single year. I feel like they put out their fall stuff, like you get all their little fall, like little leaves and garland and all that kind of stuff. They'll get the little pumpkins and fall stuff. So we all think it's coming and then it doesn't arrive until so much later. Last year was really late, I feel like. I saw Dollar Tree had it, let's see, August 11th is when Dollar Tree started putting things out last year. So August 11th, 2020. But then their optimal Halloweenage or witching hour, like the time to start looking and buying at Dollar Tree, was between kind of August 20th and August 29th. And I think that's kind of why it psychs us out a little bit, is because they'll get their fall floral in, they'll maybe even get their Halloween floral in, but you usually don't see their actual Halloween stuff come out until all the school supply stuff has kind of been cleared out. I'm also going to put Ross out there. Those types of places, once back to school is done, once again, then I think that's when you're going to start seeing Halloween at all those different places. Also for August, for late August, I'm going to put Kohl's in there. I didn't actually go to Kohl's until September last year, but I feel like they had already had their stuff out for a week or so. So I'm going to put Kohl's in the late August as well, early September maybe at the latest. Also for Target clothes. So I'm obsessed with the Halloween pajamas at Target. They are so soft and they're spooky and they're all the things I love. And we geek out about them every year. Also, they always have really cool Halloween t-shirts and sweatshirts every year. So for clothing at Target, I had last year, September 8th is when they got in their clothing. Also, I didn't see Halloween pajamas at Target until September 20th. It's almost a month before Halloween. You only have a month to wear your pajamas. Not really, I wear them all year round. But I remember they were coming out with their Christmas pajamas before they even came out with the Halloween ones. So I feel like that was a little later than usual. I would say early September for those. But if you don't see them out early, then they're gonna come out later. They will come out. I have faith in that. Okay, and then I have around September 10th for the Target home decor, for their entire decor, like when it was fully out and ready to go. So around September 10th, I feel like they were super late last year, but I would say for Target, I would say it's gonna be around September 1st, but I remember it being super late. Let's do a quick overview of August. So our places to shop in August: Bath & Body Works, just in case they don't come out with that second round in July. Spirit Halloween for sure in August. Michael's for sure in August. Joann's, Home Goods, Target Dollar Spot. This is getting me all excited. Big Lots round 2. And Menards, Lowe's, and Home Depot all in August. So places to stock in August are going to be the places that kind of get in that weird gray area of August to September, like the post back to school Halloween releases. Ross, Kohl's, Target, Walmart, CVS and Walgreens, World Market, and Target Clothing and their jammies, and Joann's. We're going to be stocking all of those places. So Walgreens and CVS were super late last year. September 8th for them as well. So I think early September, once again, after back to school for CVS and Walgreens. So I would say end of August, early September would be normal for them. At Walmart, I mentioned earlier that they're starting to put out fall candles, fall scents. But last year, they took forever to get all of their back to school stuff clearanced out or cleared out of the aisles. I didn't see Halloween until September 4th. And then I said optimal Halloweenage is September 23rd. So they were really late last year. I remember things kind of flew off the shelves once they hit Walmart because they were so late that everyone was already in the Halloween mood. I don't see it being that late this year. I think September 1st, I think right after back to school for Walmart, but I guess it could be as late as September 23rd. I just feel like that's really late because you're approaching October 1st and people want to start decorating. So I think it's going to be September 1st for Walmart. That's just my prediction. Also, around that same time, around September 23rd, started seeing Halloween or signs of Halloween at Aldi. And I think we saw Halloween at Aldi through Vlogoween, like into Vlogoween. Just a quick overview of September because I feel like August and September kind of just blended together. But places to shop in September: Target, CVS and Walgreens, World Market, and Walmart. Also, we'll be stocking Aldi mainly because in September, I feel like that's the last month. Everyone, all the rest of the places we can ever imagine, they're definitely gonna have stuff out in September. I just wanted to quickly mention Halloween clearance, even though I don't even want to talk about this. We haven't even done Halloween in June yet. and I'm already talking about Halloween clearance, but Halloween clearance has changed over the years, and it's worth talking about because the whole thing is just so different now. Many of us have had conversations about this in the comments about how you used to be able to go November 1st and you could pick whatever you wanted. I mean, everything was marked down 50%. There was a ton of stuff left. It is not like that anymore. So a lot of places have started to mark down their stuff pretty early to start getting rid of things. So they do a series of markdowns. Michael's and Joann's would be the first round. For the first couple weeks, nothing is on sale yet. So you have to pay full price or those are the good times to use the coupons for sure. Especially if you have 40% off or 50% off, because I've noticed that Joann's and Michael's, it's not too long after they put their stuff up. I think they may do 30% first and then or maybe they just go straight to 40%, but they mark things down 40% off. So they mark things off pretty early, but then after Halloween, they mark it down even more, like 60%, 70% off, like all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the good stuff sells out early because they do mark it down pretty early on. All right, so Target. So Target used to not mark their stuff down until November 1st, and then they'd mark it off super low. So I used to get to Target at the crack of dawn on November 1st. Anything I wanted, I could just I filled up my whole cart with whatever and get 50% off. But lately, the last couple of years, they started marking things down early. So like a couple weeks, or maybe it's the week, I think it's the week of. The week of Halloween, they start marking things down. So they'll do 30% off, 40% off, that kind of thing. And then by the time it's November 1st, it's all picked over. There's really not a whole lot left. And the stuff that is left over, people line up and you have to play bumper carts with people, and secrets out. Everybody goes to Target on November 1st and they buy candy and all the stuff. And it used to not be busy though. I got this huge skull one year. I got so much stuff one year. I think that was 2016. It's just getting more popular is what's happening. So it's fine. It's just, you have to shop a little bit differently, and Target's doing things a little bit differently. So if you're waiting for the 50% off plus 50 to 75% off at Target, it's just probably not going to happen anymore. Home Depot and Lowe's, I think they're similar now. They start marking down a little bit earlier, like the week of Halloween as well. So a lot of people are doing it this way, where they're starting to mark things off the week, like a week or two before Halloween, so they can have everything cleared out. But you can still go November 1st typically, and there's stuff there. Just a couple years ago, I found some really cool, for my vampire table, some cool centerpiece things. But you're not gonna get the huge skeleton. Was it the 12-foot skeleton or whatever, however big he is? He sold out super quick. So one place that does tend to wait though until November 1st still is Home Goods. So Home Goods every year, November 1st, they mark all their stuff 50% off. Sometimes more maybe, or maybe it's 40%. It's around that range, 40 to 60 probably. And then their stuff, I've found some really, really good stuff at Home Goods on November 1st. And I feel like it's because Home Goods has so many different things. They have a ton of Halloween decorations and a little bit of something for everyone. So you can usually find something on sale, on clearance on November 1st at Home Goods or TJ Maxx, Marshalls, whatever it is that you have. It depends. The Home Goods stores just tend to get a lot more, in my opinion. The TJ Maxx stores, I feel like they have a little bit of a smaller inventory. But if you can find a Home Goods that has a huge inventory, you can find some really good clearance items. And I've never really gone to Walmart for their clearance. The thing about Walmart is their prices are so good that I don't think there's a lot of stuff to clearance out. I feel like they sell out of a lot of their Halloween stuff. So I also have here the October. I didn't really mention who puts stuff out in October because I don't feel like a lot of places put stuff out in October. By that point, I feel like everyone's starting to decorate. And at that point, I'm already broke. So I don't typically go Halloween decor hunting. Usually Aldi will sometimes have stuff out in October, like I mentioned. But for the most part, I don't really pay attention to October. That's when I'm decorating and getting in the mood. And also when we're doing Vlogoween. But when my wallet's screaming at me and I'm over budget, that's typically what happens in October. So that is it for our Halloween decor shopping guide for 2021. I'll have all the timestamps for the different months down in the description box for you. Also, the different shops and the different dates that I noticed over the last couple of years. All of that will be down in the description box for you. Overall, I know I just jabbed my jaws forever about Halloween decorations. But my hope is either if you've been doing this forever and been shopping for Halloween decorations forever, or if you're working on your Halloween decor collection and you don't quite know when to go, or somehow everything ends up being picked over. Hopefully this video is helpful to you. Also, like I said before, it's gonna depend on where you live. And of course, there are certain countries that don't do Halloween decorations, period. So I'm fully aware of all of that. But I just kind of wanted to provide a little bit of a guide to if you're traveling here or you're planning on coming here and you wanna know the best time to buy Halloween decorations. Depends on where you're going. It's gonna also depend on when kids start school. So if you were to look like it, depending, like let's say you're going to New York, you could Google when do kids go back to school in New York or something like that. That way you can have a better idea, because sometimes if you come here too early, all the stores are gonna have school supply stuff. But if you come too late, everything's gonna be picked over. Anyways, I'm so excited for Halloween in June. I'm just hoping within the next week at home around here starts putting out their Halloween decorations, and then we can do our proper Halloween in June video where we can go out and do our first round of Halloween decor hunting for the season. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey ghoul hey down in the comments, because you know I love talking to you. Also down in the comments, if you wanted to add any other shops or any other dates that you noticed, maybe you're from different regions, or just if you want to talk about Halloween, all that kind of stuff. Also, don't forget about the Halloween group, the Facebook group we have. I'll put it down in the description box for you. We can carry on our Halloween chit chat over there as if I haven't talked enough already today. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.